Good morning folks, and welcome back to my channel. It's off-road day. As I promised you on one of the previous videos, I'm going to do a bit of off-roading. So I've come up to a little dirt track that I know is possibly a couple of miles long, so I'm going to do it possibly both directions. It's up in the Lancaster area. Again, reasonable distance from home, but not too bad, easy to get here. Temperatures obviously increased significantly, so that's good, but it is quite damp. And I'm going to do this trail and we'll see what happens. Bike starting well, which you'll know all about that if you've seen the previous one or two videos. So I've done something different today. I folded the mirrors in just simply so that if I do drop the bike, I'm not going to damage the stems and so forth. So let's have a little ride on here. There's a couple of dog walkers on here I've noticed, so I'm going to have to be mindful of them. But nevertheless, it's there's a bit of all sorts on here, a few little potholes, that type of thing, so it's nothing too technical obviously, but at my level it's good practice for me, so that's why I've come. So hopefully you'll enjoy it, and of course if I crash you'll all have a good laugh at my expense. So I've got the bike in mode 2, which is the off-road mode, so it turns the ABS off, or it certainly turns the traction control off, and it does something to the ABS. I think it makes it less responsive or something, but somewhat along those lines. So yeah, beautiful scenery around here. Perfect. So this is a proper road. It's not a byway open to all traffic. It is actually a proper road that you can use to cut through. It's just that it is as it is, as you can see on the film. Poor state of repair, probably only used by one or two people, local farmers, that type of thing. Back end squirming around a bit. Give it a bit of gas here. So what people have said in the past, obviously keep looking well ahead, which I'm trying to do. Obviously I want to do anyway, because I don't want to mow any dog walkers down, or dogs. It's just starting to rain a little bit, but I'm not too fussed about that. There is a house down here on the left hand side, and again I don't want to make a nuisance of myself with them. That's a nice big puddle. Just come over here to the right. Yes, it's only going to be a short video this, but I just thought I'd have a little dabble on here. Alright, just sit down on this bit. So we're just coming up to a little bit of a track here, main road. Well, I say a main road, it's not really a main road, but it's tarmacked. Clear. And then we're back onto this other little track here. Some nice deep puddles. Just come over here a bit. So this is the first time I've taken this bike properly off-road like this. The other times I've been off-road, I was on the older bike, the older Husky. And if you've seen the previous video from about January last year, on another stretch of off-roading that I did around here, I did come off the other bike and damage it. So hopefully that won't happen today. Oh, some big puddles there, that was alright. So I'm doing this really just to get a bit of practice in. We're still in December 2022, but early doors in 2023 I am booked in to do some off-roading with the Yamaha off-road experience people. So I am looking forward to that. Right, what am I doing here now? So just sit down, drop it down into first gear. This is quite a steep hill, this. Again, sometimes the descent or the angle of these hills doesn't always come out too well on GoPros, but trust me, this is pretty steep. So I'm just feathering the back brake. So like I say, we've got some dog walkers here, so as far as I'm concerned, they always have priority. Are you going to test it for me?
Oh my goodness, we've been through once. It just comes over your wellies, doesn't it, in one place?
Right.
It keep to that side if I were you.
To the right? Yeah, yeah. What's the worst that could happen, eh? Exactly, yeah. Right. I will, when I get to the end, be coming back, but I'll be mindful of you and just...
She's very friendly, she's not bothered about
Yep, no worries. Okay, thank you. Easy peasy. And there we go. So that's the end of that little track, but obviously you can do it as many times as you like, but it's all good fun. And you saw for yourself there just how friendly people are. They're not fussed that you're bringing a bike up. As long as you don't make a nuisance of yourself, I can't see it being a problem. Up the hill, just picking the best line that I can, probably over here. Just keep the power on, last thing I want to do is stall it coming up. Thank you. We've got some nice new puddles coming up here. You're just having some fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah. Trying to, I've got a route that goes to Arnside, but I'm not sure
Arnside?
how well I'm going to do on these.
That rings a bell. Whereabouts is that?
Up towards Carnforth.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I've been that way before. Yeah. I'm just from Bradford.
All right.
So I usually go to Kirby Longsdale, Devil's Bridge, etc. I've done this route a couple of times before, but I just wanted to have a bit of fun in it, really. And
I've taken you've been back through that a couple of times.
a couple of times, yeah, yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, yeah. So are you both together?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'll catch you up if you're all on.
Yes, absolutely fine. Yeah, just doing a bit of filming. That's all, just for a bit of fun. And so, do you do a lot of off-roading then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit.
All right.
I've got this and a couple of enduro bikes and a trials bike. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
really brought the trials bike out today. And
Uh-huh.
the first muddy lane we did, I wish I had.
Right.
It's all over the place. So.
Do you do the other bit of this that sort of just goes round in a loop? Goes under a railway bridge.
Is that through Cantsfield, through the farm?
Basically, if you get to the junction, if you follow this route round, get to the junction, take a right, get to the T junction, take a right, and then it's if my bearings get me right, it's up there somewhere. But basically, I did it once before, and I came a right cropper.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got a few routes around here.
Yeah.
I probably do know the bit you mean. I'm just trying
Yeah. It's not a particularly long route, but there's some really deep ruts in it.
Yeah. Is it quite a lot of gates as well through fields?
No, nothing like that. No, but when it tends to get.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
It tends to get swamped quite a lot, and
Little railway bridge, innit? Oh,
yes, yes, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I did that on my first ride, and when I got my KTM, and it was my first big crash.
Well, it's funny you should say that, yeah, because I got this in April this year, but I had a 2018 Husky 701 before, and I only got that in December, and in January this year, stupidly, somebody said, "Oh, try this," and I went, and I thought, okay, it's only that deep, it's nothing, you know, but I ended up coming off, and I snapped the stem of both mirrors, because the sanded mirrors aren't very good on these, which is one reason why I've got these folded in now, just in case. But this not too bad. But yeah, I came off and didn't injure myself, thankfully. But I was just struggling to get the bike out because the ridges were so deep and the ruts were so deep. I couldn't turn the bike round, and I run my own, so it's a bit of a faff. But you learn sometimes, don't you, the hard way like that, you know. And
That's what we're going to do today. And if it gets too muddy for this,
yeah.
we'll wave the white flag and we'll go over Salterfell and have a brew at Sladeburn.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I've done Salterfell a few times. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it?
That's the backup option, the safe
Yeah,
option for this.
yeah. Right. Well, enjoy your day. Yep. All right. Take care.
You got back just in time for me setting off.
We were just having a natter. That's all. I wasn't mugging him. Right, so there were a couple of nice guys. Scott chatting with me. Bit more experience than me. I say a bit more, much more. Oh, the heavens are opening up now. Yeah, so that was it, folks. Just a little bit of an insight into a little local track near me. Great fun, and it's just a bit of practice for me for when I do that Yamaha off-road experience early next year. Right, back to this road. Got to be mindful not to fly over there. Yes, the heavens are definitely opening up now. Another massive puddle. So these guys were just saying that they might just go over towards Salterfell. Certainly brave if they're going to do that in this weather. But then they are more experienced than me, as I said. It's quite good riding with other people though. You can observe their style and technique. That was a bit slippery. Shouldn't have changed direction there. Should have just kept on the track I was going. Alright, I'll just pull over here. I'll let those guys go. And I'll sort my mirrors out. Get this back in mode 1. There you go. Just give me camera lens a wipe. I'm not sure if it's grubby or not, can't tell, but I'm sure it probably is. So there we go, folks. A bit of fun. It's starting to piss it down, so I'm going to call it a day there. But I hope you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed having a little bit of a dabble there, bit of experience, bit of practice. So yeah, if you enjoy that style of stuff, by all means consider subscribing, leave a comment down below. I'd appreciate it if you'd have a look at some of my other videos. There might well be something there that takes your fancy, but if not, no problems. Just enjoy your biking, get out, have a bit of fun, and don't be put off by the colder months. Right folks, see you all later, catch you on the next video. Ta-da for now.